Welcome back to DAWG News. I'm Isabella Garcia. As you may have known, February 8th was the Art Club lock-in. We went to Mrs. Hine for more.
On February 8th, the Middle School Art Club had a fundraiser for the Fine Arts Boosters. We went to Mrs. Hine for more insight about the event.
Lock-in was a fundraiser for the Fine Arts Boosters, and we had it so that we could raise funds because we are trying to get baffles for the high school gym so that when we have performances in there that we can actually hear what is being said. We also would like to take the money from lock-ins that we get for the Fine Arts Boosters and put it towards maybe building a art shed so that for the drama department we'll have a place to work on sets and costume storage and that kind of thing. But it's just kind of like an all-around fundraiser for the Fine Arts Boosters.
We asked where the money was going towards that got raised.
Oh, I think it was a wonderful fundraiser and very helpful. The middle school kids get some of the money from the Fine Arts Boosters because they helped set up. They were runners, they did a lot of things for us. And then the high school, they get a little bit of funds from the same fundraiser because they helped chaperone and get food ready, and they did a lot of legwork for me.
In interest of the High School Art Club, we asked if they would be hosting one.
That is a very good question. I'm not sure about that one yet.
By the turnout of kids, it looked to be a successful event.
I think it was very successful. Personally, I had a great time, and I think the kids had a great time. I'd like to survey them to find out if that indeed they did have a great time. I mean, I think that's the only way to do it. And as far as the high school, I think that I would probably survey them and see if there's an interest. I don't want to be here if nobody else wants to be here, if that makes any sense.
Mrs. Hine told us about some of the problems that she had at the events and what she would like to change.
Yes, I think it would have been better if I'd had more chaperones. I had 16, but with kids running everywhere, I think it would have been nice to have a lot more parents involved, and that way we have every little nook and cranny, so to speak, covered. And so I would think that the next one I would like to have more chaperones. I think that would be much better.
Along with raising money for the Fine Arts Boosters, the Art Club had also decided to give back to others.
Oh, non-food perishable items. We decided that to get into the lock-in, kids would get free tokens for their non-perishable items to purchase anything they wanted from the concession stands.
A special thanks to those who donated to this event. The Art Club is very thankful.
Additionally, we talked to Coach Rum on how the weather affected wrestling season.
Well, it was hard going through that little stretch, being able to get some continuity going, and kids did a nice job of keeping their weight under control. But the big thing was, just being able to continue to work on the things we needed to get better affected us. We lost a tournament which we did not get to make up because when you wrestle in a tournament, you haven't won the following week, so we weren't able to make that up. And then we also lost a quad the last week, which we did not make up because we had sectionals the next week, and nobody wants to risk injury the week of sectionals. We qualified 3 individuals. We had 2 seniors and a junior. They all 3 went 0-2 on the first day, but they competed extremely hard and gave it everything they had.
With the spring season comes trap shooting. We talked to Mrs. Emhoff for more information for new shooters.
Trap shooting, we just had a meeting not too long ago to hand out some paperwork. If you're still interested, you can get paperwork from myself. The first meeting will be for safety on Friday, March 1st, and that'll be out at the Yarmouth Gun Club, and they're planning on a meeting at 4:30 p.m. to go over the safety. All paperwork should be turned in at that point in time too. Things that students should have to be a part of the trap shooting team is obviously they're going to need a 12 gauge or 20 gauge shotgun to be able to shoot. We will have ammo that will be provided to members that through fundraising will be paid for. Students should also have with them the shell catcher to be able to put their spent shells in when they're shooting, as well as safety glasses and hearing protection. Trap shooting is great for anybody. You don't have to have previous trap experience. You don't, but it's a good opportunity for you to learn more about gun safety, as well as participate in a fun event that can be done throughout your whole life. Trap shooting is something that we started here, I believe it was 5-6 years ago, and it's continuing to grow each and every year. It's for males and females, and you don't have to, like I said, have any previous skills to be able to be a part of the team.
Coming up on the Mediapolis calendar, we have individual speech contests Saturday the 23rd, NHS blood drive March 6th, band concert March 7th, choir concert March 11th, and the FFA pancake supper Tuesday, March 19th. On Wednesday this week, we had the annual FFA petting zoo. There was everything from cattle, sheep, dogs, and cats. As you may know, the new schedule comes into effect March 4th. They will be adding a rotating block, and our new dismissal time will be 3:45. Thank you for watching. This has been DAWG News.